The first one comes from @Frank Starbuck, asking, what will happen with Jordana Brewster's character in Fast and the Furious now that Walker's character won't continue?
Well, since they've kind of said that they are retiring the character, you know, I have a feeling that she will be retired with it. You can't say that the way the movies have been structured now, you can't say Paul Walker's character has now moved to Brazil.
Right.
And his wife and child didn't go with him.
Right.
That just doesn't make sense. So while I have nothing to base this on, other than speculation, I have a feeling her character will be retired as well.
The only reason that she's got a chance to not have her character retired is because she is Vin Diesel's sister.
And it's all about family.
It's all about family. So you don't know what's going to happen.
convincing.
I happen to agree. I think that for the story, it just doesn't serve her character. But that's not to say in Fast, Furious 8 and 9 and 10, she can't come back for a special mission or something.
Amen.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
No, also their baby. The baby will grow up to also be an amazing driver and carry on Daddy's legacy.
Nice.
All right,
And then in 20 years, we'll see a whole new spate of Fast and Furious movies.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
Jonathan asks, could the Netflix-Weinstein partnership lead to similar deals, furthering the decline in theater attendance?
No, see, it was so funny because I actually had a friend of mine talk to me about this stuff, about the Weinsteins. Let's face it, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2 was not going to make $50 million in the box office, ever. Right. And somebody said, oh my gosh, you know, they're making movies now directly for Netflix. Made-for-TV movies have been around for 30 years.
Yeah.
This isn't really a new thing. Movies, tons of movies, like that will never see a movie screen have been going direct to Netflix and things like that and video on demand
Thousands.
forever. This is actually really now. The only thing that's different here is that I believe Weinstein Company is trying to make this an issue and try to bring publicity to this whole thing. But honestly,
Yeah, because it's Weinstein.
because it's
Of
Weinstein,
course.
but I honestly don't see this as anything.
The difference, though, the one is the Adam Sandler deal. That's the one to me that goes, well, wait a minute, because Adam Sandler's getting paid a significant amount of money to do movies specifically for Netflix, regardless of what you think of his movies. The last couple have been garbage, but the difference is you have a guy that is a moneymaker, that does big movie comedies. If he's doing movies just for Netflix, and other actors start to do that directly just for Netflix, what's the difference between House of Cards, which is a TV show made just for it, and then movies made for it?
Right.
It's going to change the game a bit. The Weinsteins agreed, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Part 2, I want to see it, and I want it. I would have loved to have seen it in IMAX, but it's the big actors getting the deals for Netflix that makes me go,
See, the reason I disagree with that is because I remember this, I liken this into the other debates that came around about what's going to change everything. You know, I remember when VHS came out. You know, the big debate, this will kill the movie industry, blah, blah, blah. Then the DVD came out, and once again, this is going to kill everything. And then you had, not Netflix, Napster come out. There will be no music industry 5 years from now, and blah, blah. It's like, you know what?
but it changed. I don't think it'll kill it. I think it's going to change it. Like, because what you said,
change.
Napster changed the game.
Yeah, it did change the
regardless.
game.
Yes, but it changed in the way that was the way everything was going. Everything was becoming
But it was
digital
also,
at
yeah,
any
it was the
rate.
digitization and Napster.
But they
happening
rushed.
at the
But they
same
made
time.
everybody rush to it because
They
like, wait a minute,
forced
we
the
have to
issue.
figure this out, or this is going to because they have to figure it all out. And I think that by no means do I think this is going to kill the movie industry. It's going to further it, but it's just going to change.
But
the
let's
game.
just pause and take a look at the numbers. Like the box office this year has been a disappointment. It has not been a good year, and there has been a decline. There's a trend that less people are seeing movies.
Well, domestically.
Yeah, domestically. I don't think that people are ever going to stop going to movie theaters because it's not just about the movie, it's the experience, it's the sound. Like those AMC Prime theaters, when you sit in that chair, you're like, I am the king of my castle.
But for
in
which
this chair.
movie? But for which movies though?
Right.
Because for like an Adam Sandler comedy, if you don't have to go see
Yeah,
it in
you
the
won't.
theater,
You won't.
smaller movies, comedies, but big movies like they put the Avengers 2 or 3 on Netflix. No, you're going to watch it in the theater.
Well, that's the
Absolutely.
key, is the filmmaker, like Adam Sandler, has been experiencing diminishing returns.
Yes.
It's the same with all these Nicholas Sparks movies that are coming out. Like anything that the film industry determines they can't successfully sell anymore are going to have a lot of success with an exclusive deal like
VOD,
this.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
But that's
Adam
my-
Sandler is hurting. His movies Blended did so badly.
Really?
Yeah,
so
Blended,
badly.
It was
Blended
one of the
bombed.
big bombs of the summer.
People have started to catch on now, and,
Yeah.
and that's the thing to me. Now, if this
really
was
massive.
if this was an instance where it was like Michael Fassbender has announced that he's doing this, but what we're talking about, particularly two properties, is a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2 that's coming 10 years too late.
Yeah.
That nobody has been talking
Right.
about or buzzing about. We're talking about Adam Sandler, who it seems like the
Declining
public
star.
has. Man, I still think Adam Sandler can have an Oscar on his mantle if he did for the next 5 years just did dramas.
Absolutely.
If he
Punch Drunk Love.
He was the
Oh,
best.
if he McConaughey. Oh,
Yeah, he was the
God.
best part
Punch
in Men,
Drunk
Women,
Love.
and Children. He
Yeah.
was the best part in that.
But as far as his comedy goes, he lost me a long time ago,
Yeah.
and now the box office is showing that. So we have a guy, as you pointed out, in complete decline doing that. So to me, this is just another round of movies that they know won't make it in theater, and so they're putting it on VOD.
Yeah.
And until something significant happens to change that, like
DiCaprio. We're gonna do
DiCaprio makes some kind of deal, whatever. But look, studios will make far more. If they have a good movie that'll sell, they'll make tons
But
more money.
Netflix
putting
has
it
the
in
cash to go
theaters.
after guys like that.
You
Sure,
know, you
they
mentioned
do,
something.
but they're going to lose money on it.
You mentioned something too, though. There's also foreign box office and the culture of movie going in foreign cinemas that makes a big difference. Like China is now allowing more American films every year. They're
Yeah.
they're opening those doors, and now production companies are actually looking at like co-productions with China, like Michael Bay. And so there's exactly. But there is going to be, I think, I think the industry is just, we're in a really interesting, like, it's like the world is shifting and evolving and the tectonic plates are moving and we're in a very transformative time. So it's anyone's guess, but I do think there is going to be room for theatrical releases, room for VOD, room for Netflix, because there's people just like consuming content, and that's never going to change. So it's just a matter of
I think it'll
how.
stay the way it is now. I think the films that are good enough to be in theater, because in theater they will always make more money.
Look at Gone
and the
Girl.
films that aren't quite good enough to either be in theater or they don't think they can sell tickets to, they'll go straight to VOD, and where they can have some success and enjoy some success. I don't think the stuff we've seen recently changes any of that. I think it may draw attention to it more than we have in the last few years, but yeah.
Let's have this conversation again on AMC Movie Talk in like 2035. Because it's going to be really different then.
Yeah.
But only then, like so far down the road, that
Yeah.
I think the shift is going to be almost imperceptible. Like we just.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC Movie Talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.